One. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the HIGH-5 podcast, HIGH-5 After Dark. I'm your host, Malcolm from Malcolm&Mary, and today we're going to take a look at a beautiful product off the shelves of HIGH-5, and one of my favorites to be exact, for a company that gets a lot of backlash, for a company that definitely has some consistency issues, and for a company that I necessarily only care for as far as one strain. We are going to be trying Sunshine Farms in the TreyStar. It is finally, Sunshine Farms in the TreyStar. It's finally back on the shelves in the pre-roll option, which we do love. This comes and goes. To be honest, the TreyStar is usually the least frequent of the options from Sunshine. So like I said, I'm just super excited to see it back. A couple of things that I love so much about the TreyStar: it is very, very well-rounded. It's mood enhancement, it's relaxing, it's sedative, and it's a perfect high really for any time of the day. So I'm not mad at it ever. We are going to go ahead and smoke this just in its raw form. We've got 2 half-gram joints at a very, budget-friendly price, which we do love. Of course, Sunshine claims that they are pesticide-free. They claim, it's premium indoor flower. That's great. The only time I really care about anything Sunshine is, like I said, once again, this strain TreyStar. And we also have TreyStar in flower as well. That looks very, very decent this time around, if I do say so myself. So definitely something to check out. And hopefully this batch is as great as the prior batches have been. We're going to go ahead and get our 3 line and marks for the terpene profile. Definitely wood first, for sure. Almost like a mahogany wood. Let's see. Yeah, definitely a little stank, a little musty after that. I love the fact that they're using raw papers. This little guy's a little loose, you know what I'm saying? Little papers fall now. You can see the little crutch has got a little jajish down there on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Nothing we can't fix. But most importantly, I'm feeling this to see if it is full flower. And for surely, once again, just like I was saying last night, you can see it, it's uniform. There is no shake and trim in that. That is all uniform, which we love to see. We literally love to see that. Yeah, but it's stinky. It's got more of like a must kind of vibe. Let's see. Even like a little pissy as well. Now, I'm gonna take this, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy from the top, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy from the top. Then I massage the top, massage it down while still keeping that part that we shimmied clinched. Boom, 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 boom. Excellent. We're gonna come down to the filter side, make sure our pen top is in. Give it a little push. Boom. Just give it a little push around, little push around. Excellent. And now we're gonna get into this dry pull, see if that is treating us any different than the actual terpene profile. And yes, there was a gap, you know what I'm saying? We got after it, you could see it, you know what I'm saying? But now, and I want to show this to you. All right, a little snip, snip, a little snip, snip. But now, this is what we are working with. Huge difference. Huge difference. And this is the smoking experience. This is the smoking experience. So, would say joint definitely had to be, what's the word? Had to be massaged and manipulated. But now it should be perfect. Definitely full flower though. Let's see. Let's get into this dry pull. Let's see what this is all about. almost very herbal and mint on dry pull, which I would not be mad at as far as the flavor profile. Typically, I like things that are a little bit more sweet, but in particular, if it's smooth, I'm not gonna be mad at anything that's herbal and mint and smooth. And it's not necessarily menthol. I'm definitely not a fan of menthol, you know what I'm saying, as far as mint, but it's funny, I was at doctor today, found out my foot's not broken, but I definitely sprained my ankle and some ligaments in my foot. So we're in this boot for the next couple of weeks. That's okay. Got a little post-op boot. That's okay. And man, I'm so excited. I was fearing for the worst. It's going to be a tragic, tragic summertime. But yeah, I was sitting in the doctor's office. She said, "You smoke tobacco or menthol?" I said, "Absolutely not." She probably just wanted to know if I smoke anything. Well, she should have been more specific. Well, you already know how we get down. Shout out to everybody enjoying Mary Jane, smoking weed, man, rocking and rolling, and living their best life. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And to all y'all hating ass man, shout out to I hope a lot of people continue to put their best foot forward. That's all I'm gonna say. I hope you continue to put your best foot forward and you continue to make an impact on this world in a better sense. You know what I'm saying? Put your best foot forward. And if you don't got nothing nice to say, okay, don't say nothing at all. We love it. We literally love it. All right, let's get into this. Immediately as I lit this, the paper definitely had that kind of burnt, kind of acrid paper scent. But now as I'm getting to the flavor, getting to the flower, way more round, way more earthy. Definitely a nice little earthy. It's making my mouth water, actually. Yeah, I really do like Trey Star. This is a Sensi Star cross. Trey Star, they have it labeled as an indica. I would definitely call this a hybrid, but an indica dominant hybrid. Let's see. Well, wow. Wow. Definitely is more floral though. It's like floral and spice. There we go. But as you can see, beautiful. This also has a very, let's see, let me try one more time. Like upon inhaling, I almost feel like it's like a lemon or a lime citrus that like kind of sits on the flavor palette. All the other, flavors are kind of introducing themselves and being recognized. I feel like there's like a lemon that comes and sits down first, and then everybody else comes and sits down on the couch. It's quite unique, actually. Let's see. Yeah, I actually want to say it's lemon. That lemon, I feel like is the first thing I notice and is the last thing I notice for sure, which is nice. Um, and as far as the effects, I need water. Let's see. Y'all hate that commercial music too. Yeah. But as I was saying, as far as the actual first onset effects, definitely way more relaxed. Definitely way more chill. Definitely more present and in the moment and less scattered. I'm less anxious. And I think there's a multiple of variables affecting that. I got the good news about my foot. So that's kind of, eased up a lot of stress that was weighing on my mind. Um, I do think that immediately, this is a 0.5 gram joint. We made it halfway, and I could stop. I'm not going to, but I could stop. Oh, I enjoy this. The flavor has a spice to it that I like for some reason. I don't really, it's not really the flavor of like black pepper. It's not really like, I don't think it's clove. I don't think it's cardamom. It might be like, it's not clove or nutmeg, but I feel like it's like a cardamom or something like that. A little bit more flow. But yeah, I like it. I feel like it's not the best tasting weed as far as a flavor profile goes, but it has a flavor. And I'm not mad at that flavor. I say all that to say that. Now, y'all see me coughing and dying over here. Would I consider this smooth? I will give this, let's see. I'll give this like a 7. No, I'll give this an 8. Seven, no, 7 and 9. Wow. Definitely releasing the gases in my stomach. Had a lovely major burp just now. Gotta love that. Excuse me as well. But this is yeah, it's working its way. It's definitely becoming more body relaxing. I kind of was thinking about going out and playing ping pong. Something like that just doesn't seem as appealing. Honestly, mentally, I love the thought of going and meeting up with my friends and having a blast and playing ping pong and joking around and saying what's up to Ben. Big shout out to Ben 10, man. Big shout out to Chris. Big shout out to Shay. Gotta love it. Big shout out. And everybody else who's about to be rocking and rolling, man. Big shout out. Um, almost forgot the name of it. Big shout out to the Nest on Southeast Division Street, man. Go check them out. Amazing bar, fantastic service, and a beautiful Olympic-sized ping pong table. Gotta love it. Big shout out to Stiga and their table. The matte black finish is great with the orange. It's great. It's literally great. But it now, considering these desired effects, this is really burned fairly well. Probably only had to relight it one time. I keep talking in chat, so that shit keeps going out. But nevertheless, not done. Would I consider this a heavy head high? Yes. It's hard for me to kind of get out what I want to say, as a matter of fact. Let's see. I keep starting every sentence on this form with definitely. It definitely had to be manipulated to get all the air pockets out. It's definitely full flower. This definitely is a mental high. Let's say, yeah, because I just don't feel fluent socially. So let's see. Yeah, you give you like a loner stoner, you know what I'm saying? I wrote definitely hard fluent, like not even speaking English correctly. Can't even speak nor write. But gotta love it. And immediately I might say something like this is debilitating, you know what I'm saying? But in the best way. You know what I'm saying? It's like a very broad, high experience. But we're gonna try this, and that's why I like the Trey Star so much, is that it will get you high. This isn't the most flavorful, sure. But for some reason I like the flavor. Like we try so many strains on here, bro. Like there's so many terpene profiles. And that's just on here. You know what I'm saying? Like, but for some reason, this one I like. I just like it. I like the type of spice that it has. It's unique. You know what I'm saying? It's unique. I try a bunch of sweet stuff. It's rare that I find a spicy one that I like. Like Jack Hare is spicy, but I don't care for it because it has that tangy kind of essence behind it. There's no tangy in this whatsoever. And I'm not even talking about tangy as in the genetics. I'm talking about tangy as in the aroma and the essential oils. Let's see. Did you enjoy your experience? Well, I can't jump to that yet. But yeah, as far as the head high, I'd probably give it like a 8 out of 10. 8 point, actually, I'll say 8.5 out of 10. Because I don't even feel like doing this right now. Is this body high wise? A scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give this like I say like I guess another 8.5. I'll give this definitely an 8.5. I'm smacked. Actually, I'll give this a 9. I'm not gonna hold you. I give this a 9. Because like only reason I didn't say that quicker is because my mental is an 8.5, like I said. I'm very under the influence right now. We smoked a majority of the joint, got it down to the shortcake, which I'll probably finish right here. Like I said, that was a little bit of a, I mean, scale of 1 through 10, how smooth was it? It wasn't 10 years. So, um, mental, let me say 8.5. I keep making mistakes as far as writing, so I'm definitely not functional. Gotta sort of that. Functional versus not functional. It was 10 out of 10 not functional. And that's okay. And I feel as though if I was doing something that wasn't, um, that didn't match that, I would be irritated. Be careful of agenda. Easily irritable, that's all. But the thing is, it's like, that's irritable and then parentheses below my high. Not in like a crazy way, but let's see. God. What? Okay. As far as, is it uplifting? Absolutely. This is uplifting. Even when I talk, nice little butterfly sensations coming from like the bottom of like when I every time that I speak. So I've got to get that light. I gotta get that light. Like a 7. You know what I'm saying? 7 out of 10. And then as far as the sedate is incredibly sedated. This is 9 out of 10 sedation. 100%. 100%, 9 out of 10. Very solid. As far as, is this more of a relaxing or a functional high? Oh no, I said it wasn't a functional. I mean, as far as if this is a C, and I shouldn't be smiling. It's hard. Sometimes doing this shit is hard. It's in a sample form, it's hard. And I'm barely trying to get to it right now. I can't multitask as good as I want to. Every time I really have to focus to say something, I have to stop. But I am keeping up with it. I will say that. By the time I'm done on this episode, I'm gonna have more on this sheet than I usually do, which is really, really cool, but really, really interesting about it. Because although this might not be the most precise and accurate type of mental experience, I do feel like this is a very heavy, like, focus to a single task, because anything else is way too much to even entertain. So although I'm not the best on this sample form, although I keep making mistakes in the sample form, it's probably going to be the most filled sample form and the most engaged with. I've had the most engaged time with the sample form as compared to others strains. So very interesting. But yeah, oh, this is great. This is a great time. It's social. I feel really, really good. I have, just an overall sense of elation. And I am looking forward to what comes next. That could be food. That could be a football match. That could be ping pong. And who knows? I literally could still go. Who knows? We shall see. I will say it's not necessarily the most decisive as far as brainstorming, because everything just has a big cloud around it, and I feel very, very indecisive of what I want to do. The indecisive feeling I have is giving me butterflies, so it's kind of like a fun little juxtaposition. But yeah, this is a very pronounced experience. My body feels very tired. You know what I'm saying? working in a restaurant today, rocking and rolling, and my foot was giving me the hardest time. But now my body is just kind of like, I don't know, kind of drained out. But that's okay. As far as is this creative, this is okay. This is a super social high, yes, but I feel as though creatively, I'm not really painting a lot of pictures in my head. Like I said, everything seems cloudy in my head. I have to write that down. I have to. I can't forget that. Because it's exactly what this is. Everything seems, ugh, I can't even write that. I'm trying to tell you, cloudy in my head. And then it was, but yeah, it's not painting a picture like other strains can. You know what I'm saying? No Bob Ross here, period. Shout out to Bob Ross and his children or grandchildren or whoever's represented for Bob Ross's cousins. Big shout out to Bob Ross. Shit, I'm your cousin. Big shout out to Bob Ross. Gotta love it. And see, I don't know circle type of product, but this is a pre-roll. Smell. Really, really feel like it's full of fire. It's great. I'm not mad at this at all. And I never am. And then, as far as a consumer standpoint, the price point that this is at, this is good. This is great. I think it's a great deal. As far as pain, depression, insomnia, really I feel really good. I feel like the next thing I'm gonna do is lay down though. Definitely is a little bit of a heavier, what I'm saying, come down to this. And then that is gonna then further decide the rest of my afternoon, which is unique. So we shall see. But yeah, it seems as though it is time for the scale of 1 through 10. Would you buy that again and remind people what it was? This is the tray style from Sunshine in the pre-roll form. Scale of 1 through 10. I'll give this a 9.5. The only reason I'm not going to give it a 10, well, I'll give it a 9 because I did have to not fuss with, but I did have to work with the joint. We should do it every time unless it's literally perfect, but I didn't have to fuss with it. So I would give it a 9 out of 10. And that's really just because of the joint and a little bit because of the flavor. Like I said, I like the flavor, but not necessarily in love with the flavor. You know what I'm saying? It's unique. Maybe this is a great, like, I was just saying it the other day as well, like a nice break in flavor in between trying the same thing over and over and over again. Or you keep coming across the same terpene profiles. This is a nice little refresher. So you can get right back to it. Of course, there's another joint in there. I'm not smoking that anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? And also, this experience is a little bit heavy. So I think in particular, like I said, right now it's the middle of the day. So this is a heavier experience for sure. Like, for sure. More 8 p.m., 9 p.m. And also my eyes are like closed. So I think that's why I'm also moving more towards that idea of, laying down. But definitely recommend. Definitely recommend. I mean, it's good. It's great. I'm smacked. I feel it in my eyes. You can see it in my eyes. Shout out to Wiz Khalifa. Shout out to Ness. RIP Ness. Miss you, my brother. But yeah, this is great. This is definitely great.
And like I said, what a great deal. But nevertheless, it seems as though I'm like doing everything. I'm burping, I'm yawning, I'm doing everything. Also, this does have a little bit of dry mouth, I will say that. Let's be it. This brought us to a close. I want to give a big shout out to everybody out there smoking weed and enjoying Mary Jane. Remember to say hi and humble, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace out, y'all.